Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Shuxin's old statement resurfaces amid ongoing scandals. In recent weeks, Chinese actress Shuxin has once again found herself in the spotlight, though not for her acting roles or fashion appearances. Instead, she has become the subject of heated discussion across social media platforms as controversies surrounding her family business continue to unfold. These issues have not only complicated her public image but also reignited debate about her past statements and the authenticity of the self-made persona she once tried to project. According to Sohu, one particular remark from an interview she gave 4 years ago has resurfaced and become a hotly debated topic online. At the time, Shuxin addressed rumors about her privileged background, stating, "Many people say that my family has a mine, that I am a little princess who can have whatever she wants, but that's not true." She went on to portray herself as someone who grew up under strict parental management, a young woman who had to fight for her own independence rather than relying on inherited wealth. In that interview, Yu recounted her childhood in detail, emphasizing that she was sent to boarding school at a very young age. She said she was often refused when she asked for luxuries such as a mobile phone or branded goods. Even later, when she studied abroad in Singapore, her father allegedly placed her in a modest, low-cost apartment, one she described as even less comfortable than a standard student dormitory. Through this narrative, Yu sought to distance herself from the label of being a spoiled rich second-generation celebrity. She stressed that while her parents supported her decision to pursue a career in entertainment, they never used business connections or financial influence to secure her opportunities. "Everything I achieved," she emphasized, "was the result of my own efforts." At the time, her words were well received. Many praised her for her honesty and humility, viewing her as a relatable figure who had to work hard despite her family's wealth. This narrative helped shape her public persona as a rising star who relied more on talent and perseverance than privilege. However, in light of recent revelations about her family's business dealings, that old statement has taken on an entirely new meaning. Over the past year, Shuxin's father has been linked to several financial controversies, including questionable transactions that raised doubts about the transparency of his assets. The reports have led the public to wonder whether Yu's earlier dismissal of her so-called mine was an attempt to downplay her family's true financial power. The resurfacing of this contradiction has sparked intense discussion about whether she deliberately misrepresented her background. Online opinion has since been split into two sharply contrasting camps. On one side, supporters argue that Yu should not be held accountable for her father's affairs as long as she herself has not been proven to be directly involved in the family business. They point out that children cannot choose the circumstances of their birth and that Yu, like any individual, deserves to be judged based on her own actions and contributions rather than her family's missteps. On the other side, critics demand transparency and accountability, arguing that as a public figure who benefits from her reputation and fan support, Yu cannot simply separate herself from her family's controversies. They insist that her management agency has an obligation to issue clear statements and provide verifiable information to prevent further erosion of trust. The debate reached a fever pitch when the phrase Shuxin has no direct business relationship with her father surged to the top of Weibo's trending search rankings. For several days, the discussion dominated online entertainment news, making it impossible for Yu to avoid public scrutiny. Yet the family scandal is not the only issue challenging her reputation. Around the same period, Shuxin also faced waves of criticism for her performance and attitude in variety shows. Some viewers accused her of being arrogant and lacking professionalism, further intensifying the negative atmosphere surrounding her name. The accumulation of controversies, from personal background to career behavior, has caused a noticeable decline in her popularity. According to social media analytics, Yu lost more than 720,000 followers within just 1 week of the scandal's breaking, a sharp reminder of how quickly public opinion can turn in the Chinese entertainment industry. For Shuxin, the stakes could not be higher. From being celebrated as an actress with a quirky charm and a string of successful roles, she now faces what may be the most difficult moment of her career. The challenge before her is not simply about salvaging her image but about regaining the trust of an audience that has become increasingly skeptical of celebrity narratives. In today's entertainment environment, where public scrutiny is relentless and transparency is demanded more than ever, even a small inconsistency in one's backstory can snowball into a full-blown crisis. The resurfacing of her old statement has therefore gone beyond a simple image collapse scandal. It has evolved into a larger public debate about wealth, social responsibility, and the credibility of celebrities. Many commentators argue that stars like Yu, who enjoy enormous influence and fan support, must also shoulder a certain degree of responsibility in being truthful about their background and maintaining clarity in the face of controversy. Whether Shuxin can navigate this storm remains uncertain. Her career now hinges not only on her talent and projects but also on how convincingly she can rebuild her relationship with the public. In a time when audiences are demanding authenticity and transparency from entertainers, Yu's next moves will determine whether she can weather the crisis or whether this scandal marks the turning point of her career.